Got a question here from Billy Bob. Where's your video on how to increase your borrowing power? That's a very aggressive question that doesn't beat around the bush. And this is my very aggressive answer. To increase your borrowing power, there are 5 things you need to do right now, and broken down in the acronym called DOLMA. Okay, let's begin. How do you DOLMA your borrowing power? The first D of DOLMA is debt reduction. Every 1K of credit card reduces 10K of your home loan borrowing. So DOLMA your credit cards. Next, every 10K of personal loans is 100K of borrowing capacity. So next time you go to Woolies and someone comes up to you to sell you up a free Amex card, just go, DOLMA, fuck off. Next, we move to O in the DOLMA strategy of increasing your borrowing power is optimized credit score. In the home lending world, if your credit score is under 650 points, the bank is probably less likely to give you extra 100K in borrowing capacity. If your credit score is over 700 points, well, they're more likely to give you an extra 100K in your borrowing power. Next is L in DOLMA, which is leverage your income. For example, just because you're working a regular 9-to-5 job doesn't mean you can't increase your borrowing power because your income is set. No, you can increase your income by OT, overtime. Or example, you can transfer into a sales role to get commission. Or you can work really hard, kill your KPIs to get bonus. By doing this in the next 12 months, these can add up to an extra 100 to 150K in your borrowing power. So next time your mates go, hey, do you want to go to the pub after work? You go, DOLMA, I need to work. And the next step in the DOLMA strategy is M, which is minimize your expenses. For example, you're on 100K income, you're single. If your living expenses, which is your bills, your daily expenses, your expenditure, and recreational expenses is less than $4,500 a month, well, the bank is likely to give you an extra 100K in borrowing capacity. However, if you got white boy mentality and you're on 100K single and you spend more than you get paid, for example, you spend more than $4,500 in living expenses, you're likely to get 100K less in borrowing capacity. So next time your mates goes, hey, in the weekend, let's go get white boy, you're like, DOLMA. And the most important final step of the DOLMA strategy in increasing your borrowing power is A, which is avoid unprotected jiggy. That's right, guys. Do you know that if you do unprotected jiggy, you can produce jiggy kids, which basically means $150,000 of less borrowing power by having one child in the mix of your borrowing power. I'm not kidding, guys. I spoke to a client that had 6 kids, which means $150,000 times 6. This guy lost 900K in borrowing power. So next time your wife wants to do jiggy and she goes, baby, I want a natural. You know what to say, right? You say, DOLMA, you're sabotaging our borrowing power.